The UK-assembled Wanderer HAL will be shipped to Mars in 2020 will carry the behalf of DNA young pioneer Rosalind Franklin. The honor follows a social urge for suggestions HAL drew almost 36,000 responding of order through Europe. Cosmonaut Tim Peake opened the behalf at the bus plant in Stevenage wherever the robotic is creature put along. The six-wheeled car will be furnished in tool and a drill bit to searching for testimony of history or this lifetime on the red earth. Giver the Wanderer a behalf related in a molecular basic to biological seems thus to be completely relevant. Rosalind Franklin play an essential part in the opening of the pattern of deoxyribonucleic acidity. It was her X-ray images HAL permitted James Watson and Francis Crick to decrypt its dual helix form. Franklin's previous die of ovarian carcinoma in 1958, elderly fair 37, intended she never acquired the acceptance taking into account to her man peers. The affection to the Europe Area Agent, ESA, Wanderer will now see her behalf journey for land. In the recent year of Rosalind's lifetime, I recall newcomer her in clinic on the day while she was agitated by the news story of the Soviet satellite Sputnik, the really start of area research. Franklin's sibling, Jennifer Glynn, told on Thursday she could never include imaginary how above 60 year after down there would be a Wanderer ship to Mars bearings her behalf, but once how makes the draft though more than specific. In 1952, Rosalind Franklin was at SARS School London studying the nuclear location of DNA, with her skills as an X-ray crystallographer to build images for analyze. One of her crew's pictures, named as Picture 51, stipulated the significant insights for Crick and Watson to construct the at first three-dimensional pattern of the couple-stranded polymer chain. It was one of the high artistic achievements of 20th-age scientific, authorizing researchers to eventually know how DNA saved, copied and transferred the gene coding of lifetime. Crick, Watson and SARS fellow Maurice Wilkins, acquired the 1962 Nobel Award for the breakout. Franklin's late die intended she could not be deliberate for the confer, Nobels are not decorated posthumously. Yet, lot claim how her deposit has never very been taking into account the focus it deserves, and has though been underplayed. Up before currently, the Wanderer has just been named by its ESA draft behalf, ExoMars. In the UK, lot human beings include as well be known in the names taking into account to the prototyping micro-robots how bus constructed to test the car's technique. These include bin names Love Bridget, Bruno and Brian. The B email is a act on the speech mockup, the period description the hairless platter engineering personnel used to style new electric circuit. But it has B overall experience now for area missions to include a ceremonious behalf. Occasionally these are fair-famed acronyms how summarize the mission statement goals, but frequently they link a historic drawing who done a considerable deposit in a pertinent box of scientific. For latter Europe Area Agent projects, Italian scientists include been honored, consisting Giuseppe Bupai Colombo, Quicksilver mission statement, and Giovanni Schiaparelli, a early Mars landing module. Rosalind Franklin was selected by a UK-led PAIN who sieved via 35,844 suggestions. Britain substantially got the calling rights since it has put largest cash in the Wanderer. The missile HAL will email the Franklin Wanderer to Mars is ordered to start in July/August 2020. The different parts necessary for the mission statement are slowly upcoming along by the line of ESA and its affiliate on the Enterprise, the Ruski Area Agent, Roscoe SMOs. UK engineering personnel are on goal to supply a completed robotic at the end of July. The will go at first to an bus testing center in Toulouse, France. Of down there, it will chief east, to Caen. On the Côte d'Azur, the Franklin Wanderer will be integration in its Deutsche flight pod, that will conduct it to the proximity of the red earth, and the Ruski disembarkation arrangement, that will include the all-important job of setting the Wanderer downward reliably on the shallow of Mars in March 2021. Of Caen, these beginnings go to the Baikonur spaceport to be matched in the START missile. The plan is tightly, conceded Professor January Waterner, the CEO General of ESA. It's a problem but we're work very difficult to do the start day. bus has constructed a specific clean room to collect the Wanderer. The Franklin car's components are creature-driven to Stevenage of through ESA term state and Canada. The Polar Americans are manufacturing the movement framework. The wheels.